and she was working at a store. And the girls would come in and they had to wear a uniform in the store. And that's when I stapled her clothes shut.
That's
And
one
that
way to get
really
her
got her
attention.
attention right away. I said, "Ooh, do something like that." She says, "I know who would do it. You've been doing it." I said, "Yeah." I said, I'll stop that. That's foolish. And it makes it trouble for you. So we'll put that back in the, I forget what I told her. I said, "Well, put it away. Well, forget about it." And we did. So I began to date her quite frequently.
Yeah. How often would you go out? Once a week, or?
Oh yeah, usually.
Yeah.
Depending on how the schedules were. She was going to school, college. And I was too. We had to dodge around those things. So we got really well acquainted with each other.
Mm-hmm.
And I told her one day, I said, "Would you consider marrying me?" She said, "I sure would." And I said, "Well, let's go do it." So we did. I got married her. And I said, "You're stuck." It's like being man and his wife. And one day I told her, I said, "Why don't we get married?" She says, "I wondered who was going to ask me that." And I said, "You better ask, you know. You want to get married?" She says, "I sure do." I said, "Well, let's go do it." So we did. We got married. We were then together an awful lot of time from there on until we realized we'd better get married together.
Yeah.
And that worked out real fine.
Well, I would say it worked out real well.
Oh, yeah.
64 years.
Oh, yeah.
You had a good life together, didn't you?
We sure did. Yeah, you bet. And she was the nicest woman you could ever hope to have.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And to this day, I miss her. To make it simple, we got along fine. No problems getting along with each other. And we had no problem in that respect. We had each other. That was the main thing.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, yeah. And it took me a long time to get used to the business of being married to someone.
Yeah, it
I
is
told
an
her one day,
adjustment,
I
isn't
said,
it?
"This business of being married," I said, "I like that." She said, "What do you mean?" I said, "Just exactly what I said. I love you." I said, "Anytime you want something, let's talk it over. Let's don't keep it a secret." I said, "We can always look around these things and we'll get done with it some other way."
Very long then before you had to go overseas, were you?
No, not really. And I hated that.
Yeah, that
And
had
I
to be hard.
told her at the time, I says, "I don't want to do this." She says, "Well, you go ahead and do it." I says, "I'm all right. I'll miss you." I says, "You better do that. Because that's part of what you're doing." I said, "You go ahead and do it. And I'll take care of myself."
Yeah, you both had to be worried about if you'd make it out alive or not, since you were going to war.
Well, yeah, that's what I told her. I said, "What if something happens to me?"
Oh no. You okay, Glenn?
"Well," she said, "I don't think it will."
Let's go outside.
I said, "Why would you say that?" And they said, "Well,
Okay, I'm gonna lay sit down. Let's go sit down outside, okay?
I don't think anything's
Okay. Good. You follow me.
Uh,
So she had a feeling you would be okay.
that's what she told me. She says, "Oh, you're going to be
Gladys?
all right.
Let's go
Don't worry
outside
about
there.
it."
Let's go outside.
Well, I said,
You
"Well,
follow me, Gladys.
just keep in mind that this is
You
something
go
that
outside with me, Gladys.
could happen to me.
Let's go outside.
I don't think it
No, you
will.
know it's trying much. Let's sit.
But who
Let's go
knows?"
outside, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Let's sit down, yes.
And we started out from that. And fortunately, nothing ever came about.
Well, that had to be very hard when you had to say goodbye when you went overseas to Germany.
Oh yeah, she damn right it was. And I told her,
I don't know.
I don't want to do this.
What you
She said,
call.
I don't. She told me, she said, I know you don't want to do it.
Hi, Ron.
Were you
How are you
afraid?
there?
Huh?
Were you scared of
Yeah.
going to war?
I wasn't too happy about it.
Yeah.
But I told her at the time, I said, I'm not happy in this business. I said, I don't want to leave you. He said, well, you better do it. I said, why should I better do it? Well, she said, you're in the Army. The Army wants you to do this and do that. You've got to do what they want. You can't just skip around. You got to play with them too. So we worked it out. And I'd tell her ahead of time if I possibly could. I said, I got to be gone for a couple of days. Well, she says, where are you going? I told her. I said, you'll be all right. I told her where I was going. I said, I cannot tell you precisely where I'll be. Because at the moment, I don't know where I'll be. I can tell you generally where I'll be. But on the other hand, there's something about it that I can't tell you where I'm going. Just to tell you that I'm going to go somewhere that I cannot tell you where I'm going.
Yeah.
But I said, it's all right. Because the men that are with me have the same information that I've got. And I said, we look out after each other where we're going. And we take care of our own.
Mhm.
The men take care of me and I take care of the men. And that's the way we worked it.
So did you write a lot of letters back home to Mom?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I did. Every time I had a chance to. Oh yeah.